Yeah,
You
no,
know,
that's absolutely disgusting. So yeah,
but
no, but I do think it's a dead conversation. It's ridiculous. I think Caitlyn addressed it, right? Caitlyn kind of said, "Oh, like she had every right." You know what I mean? Caitlyn like, "Oh, they won. She was doing her thing. You got every right to showboat. It's no big deal." So when Caitlyn
I
said
mean,
that, I was like, "All right, cool."
right, and it's like I just feel like that could be how society is nowadays. Like, you know, the game was built on trash talking and things of that nature. And so, like, why is it so like, oh, it's such a bad thing for trash talk to be a part of the game? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's been a
I
part of
got
it
into it with
forever.
this guy. Yeah, and that's the truth. And not only that, on all levels, right? Like,
Right.
I
Absolutely.
got into it with some guy on social media, right? Who was like, "Oh my god, this girl Angel Reese is so classless," right? I was like, I got some time. You know what I mean? I'm chilling,
Yeah,
wifey
yeah.
watching her reality show. I got some time. Let me go in on him,
Yeah.
right? So I said, just talk to me about what levels of sports you've played in, bro. Like, do you play kickball with your little sister in the backyard? Like, what's your level of competition? You dig?
Right.
He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, I coach little league, and I'm a, I'm what sports leadership is supposed to be about." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, if you played any level of sports, right? Any level of sports,
Yeah.
if you're a competitor, everybody who plays sports ain't a competitor, right?
That's a fact.
But if
That's an
you
absolute
play
fact.
any level of sports and you are a competitor, you understand that there is a mental aspect to all sports, right? All levels, all things you can compete in, there's a level of mental uh manipulation and competition, right?
Yeah.
How, and the point of it all is if I can get you to think about me instead of what you're doing in the game,
Right.
I've won,
Done.
right? You are no
Yep.
longer as good as you could be, right? And
Yeah.
that's what competition is. Competition is using everything in my toolbox to make sure that I perform better than you.
Yep. Agree.
I would have liked Angel to give her this business in the first quarter, right? Give her that business early, right? Don't wait till the game over. But listen, man, sports is it's a mental floor. What up,
Absolutely
Lou?
mental.
What's going on?
What up, little? What's going on?
Same old, same old. How's everything?
We're talking. Nah, great, man. I can't
I
complain.
see y'all
Busy as
talking
hell.
about my girl.
Well, yeah, we're just having some fun with it, just chit chatting about it. And I think me and Chef was saying, the conversation is dead now, really, and in the world of that we live in, at least. But it's interesting to for us to have the conversation. We haven't had the conversation as a crew. You know what I mean? For us to talk about it. So
No,
it's,
no, no. We
it's always
haven't.
dope to hear y'all thoughts on
Um,
some shit.
I mean, I love it. I love trash talk. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. If you don't perform and it's on both sides of the coin, you know what I'm saying? You know when you're gonna have to hear somebody shit about something and yo, you gotta live with it. You know what I'm saying? And give it back when it's your time to. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this, little. Let me ask you this, because obviously, I think the three of us, we've played sports and we play to compete. We're not out there to have fun. We play to compete and get the dub, right?
Sure.
Absolutely.
So when you've played in a competition, it could be chess, it could be basketball, whatever you've competed in, right? Do you have an example of when trash talking, shit talking gave you an advantage or worked against you?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Worked
Um.
against me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an
Mhm.
example
You
because
mean worked against me?
yeah, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. So,
Good.
so I played in a CYO league, uh, many moons ago, and I remember telling a story to you guys recently about how we were playing against, I think it was Sacred Heart, some one of those schools, Sacred Heart, something like that, St. John's, and my coach coming in knew I was kind of a hothead, right? And he was like, "Yo, Chuck, don't be wilding out against these kids. These, they play the ball, their basic fundamentals, they this and this and this, right? Cool, whatever."
Mm-hmm.
So I went into that building, fuck that. You know who I am? So they brought us into this gym, and these people had their priest in the gym, right? He was there to support their team. That pissed me off even more. They're gonna bring this asshole down here. It's like when somebody bring their girl out.
Yo, did you just call a priest an
You just
asshole, bro?
called
Like,
the
what is
priest
going?
an asshole.
What is going on here? What are we doing? What are we
So
doing?
I was having a spectacular first half. Spectacular. I think I had 20 in the first half. Something crazy. And
Wait, what were you playing again?
it was against Sacred Heart or St. John's or something like that. It was in the CYO league.
Oh,
And
okay.
so the second half, of course now I'm feeling myself, right? Because I'm having a
Wait, CYO is that bad?
and so second half I came out and I was still kind of feeling a little spicy. And so their center was 6 something too, 6'4", something stupid. And he had a layup, but I threw it off the backboard, and I was yelling in the whole building, right? And I looked over at the priest. It was a whole ignorant thing by me.
Yo, what is wrong with this?
And so the next play down, he threw my shit up in the stands. I was pissed, right?
Okay, all right.
The building was like, the whole building, the priest stood up too. I was like, man, this is, and it kind of affected me a little bit. The fact that, you know what I mean, he kind of gave it back to me in that way. And as I was trying to get this whole mental kind of challenge underway, he stood up against it. Most people don't. You know what I mean? Most people fold underneath that. But this dude didn't. Again, he was 6'4", something stupid, right? And he went on to have a great second half himself. So I think it worked against me. But to me, that kind of stuff fuels me in sports. You know what I mean? Having that kind of competition. And like that's the fun part for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think I might have. Matter of fact, last week I might have woke up. Well, for those that don't know, me and Maine and Kamani, we all are in the Old Timers League and 35 and over. We all coach.
Yep.
So I think my trash talking actually woke up one of Jermaine's players last week, and every time he scored, he came over to my bench and he said some slick shit to me. Every time. And I mean, he was hitting jumpers, and he, he's a decent size, about 6'4".
Yeah. Tone's about to
Yeah. So he's hitting jumpers over a guy that's like 6'5", 6'6", and he's just letting me have it every time he comes back down the court.
Yeah,
I love
Jeff.
But then Ty, it reversed, and I was giving it back to him after we ended up winning. But it did work against me early on. But I tried to keep quiet. I definitely did.
Great game. I mean,
No, it definitely was.
You can't keep quiet. I don't see that being you, but you definitely woke him up a little bit with that. I kind of peeped the little back and forth, and I'm like, okay, I'm staying out of this one. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just listen. As long as as long as he's focused and still playing or whatever the case may be, which he was.
Oh no, he was focused.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's really good. Sometimes that stuff can definitely come back to you. I think I had been like riding. Speaking of the OTL, like I had been riding high. We was on like a 9-game winning streak. You know what I mean? And I definitely was talking some trash. And we lost the past 2 weeks. So it's like, okay, you know what I mean? So take it down a notch. You know what I'm saying? And I told my team, I said, you know what, man, fellas? I said, maybe I got ahead of myself with thinking about stuff and wrapping up the division and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, I didn't take it one game at a time. I just saw the finish line. I'm like, yo, we here. There's 4 games left. We here. You know what I mean? And we lost the last 2 weeks, which hasn't happened, you know what I'm saying? Like all year long. You know what I mean? But
I like it, Chef. I think it's something that's relegated specifically to the hood though. We only get that. You're not gonna get that Duxbury versus Sudbury. You're not gonna get that in those games. You know what I mean?
I can't say that.
Yeah, I can't say that. Some of those fans out there in the competition in those type of games are definitely ruthless. So, I can't say that wouldn't happen. I think it would have to be, depending on the environment or the school, it's very possible. It's very possible because everybody, hey, you're right, Chuck. Everybody's not a competitor in sports. But still in the spirit of competition in a good game, you start to see like that side of people come out, even if it's not in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have people that are trash that start talking trash. You're like, wait a minute, like, what are you talking trash for? Like, you're not even like that. But in the course of a game, like, like I'm saying, little, like you can
when it's a big game, man.
Yeah,
shit come out of people.
For sure. You'd be like, what? Like, okay, all right.
I like it. I like it as long as it stays on the floor. There's always a safety aspect to it, but I like as long as it stays on the floor. I think I'm here for it.
It's
always
always
just
supposed to stay
chatting.
between the lines. Yeah, it's always supposed to stay between the lines.
100%. All right, so Little, what did you want to get into? I know we're not. I mean, we're just recording, but this ain't really. We'll get into what you want to get into. We'll do that, and then we'll do Payne's thing, and then we'll get out of here. What you want? What you know? Was it adoption you wanted to get into? I didn't know where we were going with that.
Oh yeah. No, that actually wasn't mine. Mine was actually what we were just talking about. LSU versus what's that, Iowa State? But yeah,
Iowa.
Mm-hmm. Damn it. Didn't we have notes?
It's cool. We got other things. It's no big deal. We can come back to
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So I say let's do the somebody had adoption, and I don't know where that came from. I have notes on adoption. That's something I wanted to talk about. I don't know where that
No,
was.
it definitely was. It definitely was. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Well,
let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
I think Chef already had it up. And
he did?
Like, yeah, I wanted to see what you brought it up. I thought you had a spin on it that you wanted to do. I didn't know what it was. So, but Payne also gave us something that we can go into. Again, it don't have to be 45 minutes. I mean, we're doing 20 minutes. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think we just knock out what Payne had put in that little joint and go from there.
That scenario is crazy. That's wild.
Yeah. Yes. That's definitely a wild scenario, but
go in.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah, do it.
Let's get on to it.
Let's get it.
Let me fix something. I don't like the way I'm looking right now. So what, you want me to read it off?
No, I'm going to freestyle. I'm waiting for you to give me the green light. You was fixing
something. Oh, whenever you're ready. I'm cool.
All right, let's do it. Yo, Chuck, hold on for a second. I'm sorry. Are those royal blue flames that match your hoodie?
Yes.
It's pretty dope, bro.
Hey, yo, Chef.
Nah, I'm giving you a compliment. I'm like, yo, I just happened to these people. And I'm like, oh shit, he got the royal blue frames to match with the royal blue hoodie. Like this guy's the headset that's royal blue.
No, stop it, Chef. Stop it, Chef.
Okay. Oh, that's the blue beaming off of the shirt.
That was okay. All right. I'm like, yo.
I ain't fucking with you, Chef, man.
Oh man, it's fresh, man. That's all.
So Pete, what happened in this situation, right? And salute to the guys, Hightower. Salute to Payne. Those guys.
Hey. What up, fellas?
But there's a scenario that came to us that required immediate addressing, right? And so what happened here is there's a male listener of ours who came to us and kind of said, "Yo, fellas, here's what's happening. I'm talking with this young lady. Me and her have gotten to the point where we're gonna start to embark on some things sexually." Which salute, I'm in love with the fact that they had that conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before just going into it, they actually had a conversation leading into that, which is cool. And so one of the things that came up in that conversation was, yo, like, what if something were to happen? Like, I'm personally not in a space where I want children, right? That's not what I'm here for. So what are your thoughts on that? And again, salute for asking us the tough questions before you actually sleep with her, right? And so the young lady said to him, oh, I'm with you. I'm in the same boat. So I would just do a plan B if something were to happen, but I don't think nothing's going to happen. Cool. Do we? Fast forward a couple months after they've been doing this sexual experience, and she's pregnant. And of course, he was like, okay, well, cool. Like, we already had this discussion. Like, I know what to expect. And she's like, nah, wait a minute. On second thought, I'm going to keep it because, I'm 32 now, and then my doctor says that I'm at an age where it's dangerous and da, and so I'm gonna keep it.
Mm.
So obviously he's dealing with that, but then it's also the part of, because I guess here's where this turns crazy, is that he says, you know, what options do I have? Am I the villain if I say, yo, I don't want any parts of this? If you're gonna keep that, okay, but I don't want any parts of that.
I guess the first question that I would have is that, usually before you embark on a sexual thing, you have conversations, like you said, all that good stuff. But was there any condoms involved in the situation? If we're embarking on just a sexual relationship, and that's the tie of it, that's the only thing that draws us together, is the fact that, you know what I mean, is, we good in that area, is why wouldn't you be strapping up?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just,
But there's a lot of stupid brothers out there that will listen to a chick and and that's and this is one of these occasions. He listened to this chick and she reneged on the deal.
I mean, I can't say that she's a villain by herself, though.
No, she's not. He's stupid too.
Yes, she is.
No, she's
He's
not.
definitely stupid.
Right.
Yo, if you're not wearing a condom, the chances increase. Okay, right? And so I understand the scenario, but people change their minds all the time.
Yeah.
Put yourself in a position where you don't even have to worry about that, because you strapped up.
Nigga should have had the plan B right there by the bedside and made her swallow the shit, checked under her tongue and all types of shit.
You're little, but little. Yes. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that kind of tightens my jaws a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Middle of season 1, right? Chef was adamant about stop adding variables to the story. You got to keep the story. I was like, okay, Chef, you're right, right? And now Chef is adding the variable of there was no condoms involved. We don't know that to be true. We don't know what the situation was. We don't know if there were condoms.
You know what?
And condoms are not foolproof, right? Yeah. So we don't know.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
We don't know. Yeah. All I do know is that there is a character issue here, because this chick told him one thing that he believed in, and that statement that she made directly guided how he moved forward.
Uh-huh.
So even if he did say, I'm not going to use the condom this time, even if he did,
get your words together. Get please.
Please. Even if anything happened thereafter, that he laid all of that into the belief in what she said. Right? I believed what you said.
Yo.
Another Adam and Eve scenario.
How so? I believed you. You said to me, you're going to take a plan B. That's what you told me. Because if you didn't tell me that, this adventure probably wouldn't have happened, or I may have taken much stronger precautions.
Sounds like she ran game on him, and he fell.
100%. But you guys are sitting here saying it's not.
Well, he shouldn't have fell for it. No, he shouldn't have fell for it.
So now we're blaming the victim.
I'm just saying. I'm saying they both share blame, in my opinion. I don't think that there's no one more villain than the other.
That's outrageous.
No way, dog. Are you kidding me?
But he's only a victim if she's like, yo, I need you to support this child. No, now, if she's good with sitting here taking care of the kid,
that's not true. That's not true.
Why not?
His lineage is affected now, and eventually that kid grows up, and eventually that kid wants to know about him, and eventually the kid's gonna get the story, yo, you didn't want to be in my life, and eventually that kid's gonna feel away, and eventually that result is gonna make him feel away. Eventually, those things come to light.
Yeah, man.
He's going to be a villain in someone's story when he directly said, "I don't want to be that." He directly said that. And now, unbeknownst to him, he's going to be that because of her lying up front. That's outrageous to me that you guys are not willing to give her the blame and move on.
Nah, no
way. I didn't say I'm not going to give her the blame. They're both to blame.
Right. I'm not saying she's totally scot-free. I'm just saying that she's not on that island by herself.
She
I'm
absolutely
not gonna
is, though.
I'm not gonna sit back and act like what he did. You took her word to the fullest,
Imagine that.
right? Someone who you were only going to have a sexual relationship, not
Uh-huh.
someone you plan to be in a relationship with, where you feel like, oh, this person should earn my trust, or they've gained my trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put your hands into a situation of someone who you were jumping off with, and jump off, change your mind.
And
Like,
jump
you put
offs
yourself in that
are
position.
very dishonest people.
You put yourself in that position too. I can't just totally just say that I can't do that. I
This is
can't just
crazy.
I can't just blame her. I can't. I can't just blame her.
By definition, this is victim blaming. By definition.
I can't. This is crazy, dog.
Yo, I said to you one thing. You said, yeah, I totally agree with you. Great. Now we're on the same page. Whew, I feel better. Now let me come beat the brakes off this. Cool. I feel great. Right? Now we're doing things. Now we're having a spectacular time.
Uh-huh.
Now you get to this point where something has happened, and good thing we had this conversation because I was nervous. Oh, by the way, what?
Yeah.
And y'all are like, oh yeah, sorry, dude, it's your fault.
Foolish,
No
man.
chance.
Foolish,
Now
man.
again, don't blame somebody for stupidity. Maybe it's stupid that he allowed a woman to be trustworthy, because that's all I'm listening to. That's all you said to me, is that a woman can't be trusted. That's all you said.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say no. I
That's all
definitely.
y'all said.
I didn't say
Quote
that.
unquote. That's all you said.
You're not about to get me in trouble.
Yeah, I definitely didn't say that.
He trusted the woman for her word. She said this. Now you guys are saying, oh, well, you should have trusted her to begin with. What are we talking about?
Yeah, definitely. It's
First,
especially in a scenario like that. My bad, little. Go ahead, brother. But
no, you good. No, you good.
especially in a scenario like that where there could be potentially a child involved, I think that's just different, because again, people change their minds in life all the
We're
time.
human.
All the time. It happens all the time. And you're really telling me you're going to entrust in someone with a situation that serious?
Let me
And
explain
just
something.
say,
Let me explain something.
oh, okay, like, yeah, like, oh, I'm just going to trust her that she's just going to do the right thing because I'm not her boyfriend, I'm not her man. Like, there's no tie to make her feel like she should put that where she said, oh, yeah, I'm going to hold him down. Like, I'm going to do what I said. Like, no, people change their minds. People change their minds. People change their minds, bro. Come on, man. People change their
What
minds.
if it was the other way around? What if it was the other way around and he wanted the kid? He started having feelings for Chick. And she's like,
They both will be villains.
It shit happens.
I'm just, you know what I mean?
No.
I can't put that more on one person than the other. I just can't.
You absolutely have to. You
I
absolutely have to.
I can't do it, bro.
And if it was, I hate when people switch things around. But since
no,
Little
but
wants to play that game,
I know you hate that.
I did that on purpose.
I'm glad Little did it because he hates when I do.
Oh my god! But since you wanted to play that game, if he decided, yo, you know what, yo, I want to have the baby on second thought, then he would be the villain, and she would be like, no, nigga, we agreed to this. I'm going down to this plan B. Here's the problem. Well, not the problem. Here's the reality of the situation. She holds all the cards.
For
She
sure.
has both. She got both jokers.
Yeah.
Sure.
She got both. So,
Big
so
jokers.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he wants at the end of the day. You're getting evidence of that in either scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and so listen, you can be mad all you want, but in the scenario that you proposed, Little, at least I don't blame her because she stuck to her word.
Okay.
Your character is everything. If you say something, especially, listen, man, a sexual discussion and a sexual agreement is not only an agreement of enjoyment and all those kind of different things, right? This is literally a life and death conversation.
For sure.
With the number of STDs and things that are available in the world nowadays, this is life or death. And so when you tell me something, I'm putting my life on the line for this. Yeah. I've heard of the young cats nowadays they do this thing, and it was baffled me totally, but it makes all the sense in the world, where they exchange medical records, and I love it. I love it. Right?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Again, that's today's modern world and kind of what's available to us now, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't available in 2002. You dig? But now it's like, yo, here's my app. Here's my medical chart. Here's the last time I got tested for STDs. Here's my all clear. Oh shit! Right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are things that I respect from the young kids today. Is that they can have the conversation, but then say, okay, well, let's exchange data, and then we know we on a level playing field. In this case, if that's not exchanged, all I can do is take her goddamn word for it.
No. You just be smart and fucking strap up.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Well, little, for all we know, he could have been strapping up. It's just maybe it broke on him.
I was going to literally say that.
Yeah.
You've never had a condom break on you?
So that's absolutely. Yeah. That's happened. Yeah, so even with bringing that scenario into it, we know that you be like, wait a minute, this is feeling a little too good right now. oh, no wonder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's happened to every man in the history of life.
Definitely. No question. What I'm saying? No question about
it. But when you have that realization at the end, right? You're like, oh shit. Then you're like, oh, don't worry, because at least me and her are on the same page.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. By the way, I'm having the baby. Wait a minute, what? That doesn't make sense. And so he's absolutely a victim in this story. And she is the villain if she decides to do anything outside of what she said she was going to do. Period. Sure, her body, her choice. She should have made that choice in the first discussion.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
There's nothing tough about it.
That's tough
about it. If you knew you didn't want to have an abortion, if you knew you were questionable on the conversation, say that shit up front.
Yeah, but that's like somebody saying to you, "Yo, I'm not gonna cheat on you," and they cheat on you. Like, and shit can happen and change.
Yeah,
along
but the blame is not on me for being cheated on. The blame is on you for being an asshole and cheating on me.
I understand that.
But you still
the only point that I was just trying to make is that plans can change along the way. That was it. Is that things can happen. We can say one thing in the beginning, and then throughout the course, something can happen to where something changes. It's not like everything that we plan out goes exactly the way we say it's going to or think it's going to. Shit's got to change along the way, and we pivot, right?
So while I don't agree with that, I think you're accurate. I think you're right, even though I don't agree with it, but I think you're right.
I appreciate you. Yep.
But here's the kicker.
I don't agree with it, but you're accurate.
Yeah, I think
he agrees with it. He agrees with it.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with it.
He don't like the stance that I'm taking, but
I think it's bullshit, but it's probably true.
But what I'm saying is true.
Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. But the truth of the matter is this: even if you do even if you have a change of heart, which humans do, I understand. I get all that, right? I get it. The villain here is still her individually. She is the one who had the change of heart. She is the one who broke the initial verbal contract that we had. That's her.
Okay.
So you can't sit here and tell me that the guy is at fault as well. He didn't break the contract.
Okay, say she is the villain.
He should have been smart.
Say she is the villain. You still got to step up now. Because now if you don't step up, now you kind of become the villain also. Wouldn't you figure that? Wouldn't you?
Definitely.
I'm the villain by somebody else's fault, not my own. That's
no. I mean, how could you say it's not your fault when you still engaged in this, knowing this could happen?
No, because we had an understanding of.
Okay, well, you know what? I don't believe in those type of understanding if it's not in black and white ink.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna have this understanding, we're gonna sign some shit. We're gonna sign some shit.
You get a love contract or something.
Yeah.
But Dave Chappelle said you get a love contract.
Sparring Minds should start signing, start making up these love contracts. Come to Sparring Minds.
I love it.
We'll make the contract up for you guys and make sure everything's legit.
Yo, then we got a lawyer around. We got lawyer friends, man. We get
We
this.
we definitely do.
We get this notarized up. You know what I mean? The TSMP love contract.
Uh-huh.
You know
I mean, it's a new age, man.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
It's a new time.
But see, here's the other part of that. That's a great idea, actually. But here's the other part of that. Right? The state of Massachusetts could give a fuck about that contract.
That's a fact.
Actually, nah. Massachusetts still has to abide by that contract.
Oh, I promise you they don't. I promise you they don't.
Yeah,
the state of Massachusetts is going to say you are legally the father's child. You will be paying child support. 100%. There's not even a question about that.
Yeah.
Not even a question.
Messed
I'm
up.
about to move.
Definitely messed up.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I disagree with you guys as normal on this show.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's always like that. I think one time during the course of these episodes, we gonna all collectively get on the same page. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be a short episode, 7 minutes.
Super. I was gonna say 5. Like not even 7. I don't see any scenarios in which that ever happened. We're 7 seasons in. It's never happened.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or it's always been 4 guys on one side, Jones on the island by himself. You know what I mean? Like Revis Island, Jones Island.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Sparring Minds listeners, y'all make sure y'all hit us in the comments and let us know what side of the fence you're on this.
Yeah, let me know.
And if you agree with Chef and Little, I can explain to you also online why you're wrong. So I certainly have all the time in the world to explain.
Was he a victim?
And if you got any more scenarios that y'all want to bring to us, please inbox us.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely hit us. So Sparring Minds, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, but we'll catch you guys. Bye.
Oh, you know what? Let me do my marathon now that I think about it. Let me get that in there. I'm almost forgetting. We trying to rush out of here. I definitely
like, what are you doing? Jones is like, you know what, man? Listen, I got a dinner date. It's Friday night. I got the outfit ready.
Go on.
The Queen's you know what? This marathon actually goes along with Charles's mindset also.
Okay.
If motherfucker ain't got nothing else, motherfucker sure do got the audacity.
Yo, these times have been great. I love these. I love these.
Oh really shit, good. That was a good one, Little. That was a good one.
Yeah, you on your shit lately, Little.
Oof.
But yeah, shout out to Hype, Killer Pain.
Shout out to Pain.
You know, what Pain still on vacation?
I think.
Yeah, we get him back next week, I believe.
He was talking about Switzerland. I think that he was going somewhere like. It
was
crazy.
Shit.
Yeah,
he's on a high travel plan.
Hype was going to like Germany. Pain was going to Switzerland. It was crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Hey, go do your thing, man." You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get on y'all level.
Send me a postcard. You know what I mean? We definitely gonna have to re-rank the Sparring Minds bougie list.
Oh, please! Yeah. You kidding me? Please, you kidding me?
That's definitely. That's definitely gotta happen. We gotta re-rank that. Okay,
absolutely, 100%.
The rankings were wrong, Jones. You notched down a level. You know
not there. No, I'm 5th of 5 on that bougie list.
We ain't doing that.
Come on, definitely not.
We're doing that. Okay, you Pain and Height. It's 1A, 1B, and 1C.
Ain't no way. Yo, Chef. Let me tell you a big story about this nigga. So I bought him first off, so everybody, Sparring Minds listeners, Little's birthday was a couple days ago. Salute to the guy.
Hey, yo, real quick. I'm sorry. Me and Little was so locked into our game on Sunday that I forgot to tell him happy birthday. I felt like shit afterwards. And he never mentioned happy birthday. He said, yo.
And the shit was, I forgot it was my birthday until I seen you missed it because the cake and the cupcakes came rolling in. They came and surprised me.
Salute to the queen. Yeah, salute to the queen. She brought cupcakes.
Yeah, the family came by. They surprised me and everything. They had everybody in the gym on, notified about this. So I was like, God damn.
I love it.
Yeah, they definitely got me. But get to your story, Chuck.
I sent him a little a present up for his birthday. He's celebrating 49. Like I love it. Like you know what I mean. We wasn't
40 who?
so nigga like 2-3 days went by, chef. Nigga, they hit me or nothing, right? So nigga, I called the nigga. Like, yo, Little, did you get my fucking package, B? Like, what's really going on up there? Oh, I got something, but I don't know. So I didn't open it. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
First of all, get my voice right. And second of all, I was just about to send it off to Trey. Because on the package it read to my oldest son from Charles Jones.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
So I was about to send it to Trey thinking that Charles just didn't know Trey's address or something like that, or just wanted me to get it there quicker or some shit.
No, you didn't think that. No fucking way. No way you thought that. No way you thought that.
Nah, I knew the asshole was being an asshole. I definitely did.
To my eldest son.
Yo, nigga didn't hit me with no thanks, no I appreciate it, no nothing, right? So I said, all right, this nigga here, man. This is just it's little being little, right? So cool, whatever. So wifey like, call that nigga. I called him up like, yo, shit, Little, what's really good? Did you open it? I'm opening it when I get to work. He opened this motherfucker. He don't say shit, chef. Quiet as a fucking mouse. I said, Little, what the fuck, nigga? Like, did you open it?
You like it?
Oh,
like,
yeah. Nigga, right? He just said, oh, yeah. It's cool. Nigga! That's it? It's cool? Like,
yo. Oh, man.
What the fuck wrong with this nigga?
Yo,
that's little for you. That's little for you.
Yo.
So
yeah, my highs are never that high.
Nigga.
Yo, even kill all the time. Excuse me, you ain't never gonna see no bunch of emotion or anything like that. It doesn't happen. You know what I mean? We've been friends a long time. And I can't ever think of a time where I ever saw that side of nope.
Nah, it's just the upbringing. My highs are never that high.
Too gangster for us, man. Too gangster. He too much of a gangster, though.
You could be happy.
Yo, definitely. You definitely can be happy sometimes, man. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's all good, man. You know what I mean? Birthdays at our age, man, we're supposed to look at them and just take them a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure when we were coming up in the neighborhoods we grew up in, we weren't sure we would be able to see the 40s.
That's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think, and me in particular, definitely as I get older, and they mean more, you know, just to be present. You know what I'm saying? More than anything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Little, I don't think you should look at things like that, brother. You should always make sure you celebrate your birthday, who you are, and how far you've came. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a blessing. So
yeah, that's real talk.
Word up.
Salute.
Yeah. You already know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 127.
Yeah, man. Let's get out of here, man. We'll catch up with y'all next time.
Word up. See y'all next week.
Word up.